are in danger. To save them and our finances, we must find the 4 ATMs before our loved ones see how much we've spent. It is our mission.
Toys! Toys, yeah! Toys! Toys! So many freaking toys! Toys! Techno wages his battle to find somewhere to display all his toys! No shelving space!
Our wallets are in danger. To save them and our finances, we must find the 4 ATMs before our loved ones see how much we've spent. It is our mission.
Toys! Toys, yeah! Toys! So many freaking toys! Toys! Techno wages his battle to find somewhere to display all his toys! No shelving space!
Our wallets are in danger. To save them and our finances, we must find the 4 ATMs before our loved ones see how much we've spent. It is our mission.
Toys, yeah! Toys! So many freaking toys! Toys! Techno wages his battle to find somewhere to display all his toys! No shelving space!
Our wallets are in danger. To save them and our finances, we must find the 4 ATMs before our loved ones see how much we've spent. It is our mission.
Toys, yeah! Toys! So many freaking toys! Techno wages his battle to find somewhere to display all his toys! No shelving space!
Our wallets are in danger. To save them and our finances, we must find the 4 ATMs before our loved ones see how much we've spent. It is our mission.
Toys, yeah! Toys! So many freaking toys! Techno wages his battle to find somewhere to display all
wallets are in danger. To save them.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's me. It's Techno again with another impromptu stream. Been doing a bunch of those this week where just unplanned stuff that's like unannounced, and I don't know. It's just been a matter of just being busy and just having some free time in here and there, and going, you know what, I want to just get this done. And in this case, the thing that I want to just get done is, well, I want to finish up this model kit over here. This Hoshino model kit. Because yeah, I have been sitting on this for a bit, and really what it just comes down to is I just want to get this done so I can just clear it out and just go, okay, this is done. I can get rid of this box now, like that, and just throw it off to the side, like that sort of thing. So that's what we are going to do. Um, yeah. So let's put some music on and let's get to building. And what do I want to do? Music wise, what do I want to put on? Where's this playlist? Let's use this playlist here. Oh, nice. Anyway, let's sit down and let's start because yeah. So the way this whole build works here is we already finished the first chunk of the build, which is most of it, which is doing the whole eye over here, doing this build of eye, and just doing the regular build, which yeah, pretty straightforward. Came up pretty well. It's a good build, good solid build. But the other thing that this has in terms of actual build stuff is we have the swimsuit build. And that's the one that I still need to do. Now, I've already built the head for that. We got the head over here. And this is all fully built, but I have not built anything else. And that is what we got coming up next. So I'm just going to put her head on Rodimus Prime over here. And, she's just piloting Rodimus. Really, I'm just trying to store it somewhere. And then we're going to keep building out and build the torso stuff. Because, yeah, we got all the hair done. We got the head done. I just need to start over here. It's probably not going to be a very long stream because this torso is going to be pretty fast. But I wanted to get this done. So, let's start pulling out the things that I need. I think it's just these ones here. I think it's just these sprues over here. So let's see. We got R3, R4. Of course, I'm going to pull these out, and then I'm going to find out right after I've done that with that there is another one I think I need to pull out here. Here we go. Yes, I need this too. I've got an unopened bag for the screw. So we got this one over here. Yep. So we just need to start cutting bits out of this, and yeah. And one thing I've got to work with now is I actually did go out and replace my God Hands with some actual non-broken God Hands. So that's actually gonna make this a little bit nicer. Just I've been building enough stuff that I feel like more comfortable doing that. So yeah. Anyway, let's do this. R and then R15. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice having some stuff that don't have a busted tip. Because I can actually do some of these like just really tight cuts just on the tips and stuff. Oh. Yeah, let's see, take this here. Let's take this here. I've been doing a lot of arting the last day or so. Like, I'm taking full advantage of having some days off, and I have been doing a lot of art. So like, yeah, I've gotten a lot done, which is nice. Like I've still got more to do. There's like one or two more things I want to get done in terms of like for stickers that I'm working on before Saturday. So I've still got more stuff to work on, but yeah. Right, these guys go in there, and then we go into the U. Which one is U? Over here? Yep, U2. Actually, let's see. Let's grab this one here. Yes, we'll cut this out because we'll need this in a bit. And there's also this little one here, but I don't know where that's gonna. Oh, that's gonna be for the swimsuit, I think. So I'll deal with that one later. Okay. And this is gonna come over here. Oh, this is the strap for the bikini. I see. That's what this is. Oh, that's neat. This is just. Oh, maybe if I actually put this on properly. Like sliding these in like that there. Yeah, this is just the bikini strap here. Right, so R29. This guy goes on next, and then we need 24 and 25 afterwards. Yeah, this one here is going to go just down the middle. This. And where's the other one I cut out? Here we go. So we got this guy here. And then yeah, 24 and 25. We're just going to come in over here. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, and these are just like, yeah, the shoulders and back. So those just come together like so. And then 28. And, oh, and 13. Where's 28? It's 27. Here we go. anyway, this part is going to go on front here. So this is going to fill in the back of the neck. And that goes in like that. Nice, nice. So that's all together now. Okay. And then, yeah, T1. There's T. Oh, T1 is over here. Okay. Okay, so T1, and then we need T5 after this. And then we'll want T4 afterwards. So I'll just cut all these out right now. So let's see, T1, this hooks in, this hooks into something. I'm just looking because, yeah, it shows this bit hooking in somewhere. Oh, it's back in here that this hooks in, I see. So this goes in over here, okay. And then we do this from the front. Well, this is tricky to cut. Almost got this. I think that looks just a little bit of nut, but we got most of it. And yeah, this comes over top. That. Nice. This goes nice and flush, and then we put this one on the front, and then we go back to the other one and take the bow and do it on the back. So this one goes in here, like that there, and then we put another one on the back. Mm. And this tiny one just plugs in back over here. Like that. There. Not bad. That's there. Still got these a little bit unsightly bumps here in the back, but let's see. Shave those down a little bit, looks like. Not by much. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's the torso done. Okay, so we got the torso done. So actually, that's that. I can grab the head and put the head on the torso. Yes, like this is the whole upper torso. So that's over there. We're making some good progress so far. Actually, can I trim this a little bit? Yeah, not really. Okay, but yeah, we got all this over here. We got all this over here, so that just goes there. Now it's the arms next. And we need R9 and... Okay, we can do both these. Oh, these are really simple arms, so we're not really need... Yeah, I'm not really in need to build them both at... Yeah, we can just do them one at a time, I guess. Let's see. We need R9. Well, actually, let's just do them both at once. Because the parts layouts are going to be near each other, so it should just be a matter of mirroring this. So 9 and then 10 would go over here for the other side. Then we need to get S. And is S still in the bag? It might be. Is S still in the box? No, I've got hands still in there, but S is, unless it's this one here. Yes, this one is S. Okay. So, let's see, so S3 and so let's see, so S3 and then S4. There. Okay, so this guy goes up inside. Interesting. Okay. And is there a specific direction, or? Yes, there is. Okay, it looks like this guy goes out this way, I think, and then I think it goes in like this. It looks like that's the design intent. And same with this one here, where I put it in like this over here. Mhm. Yeah, so there we got the shoulders built. Next up. What else? R7, R18. 7. We'll do 8 as well. And then what, 18? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of. Oh, hey, Iron Raptor, how's it going? Yeah, a lot of runners. I'm just finally getting around to doing this final bit of the build for this Hoshino eye kit. Like because it's the DX one, so there's the whole swimsuit build. And I just have been putting off doing an actual like model kit stream for some time, so we haven't had a chance to do this. But this is like the fast part of the stream, so. Okay, so this guy goes in. Ah, this is a shoulder. Okay, I see. This guy goes in over here. I need to put it the right orientation. Just like this. Yep. So yes, this all goes in like this here. It looks like. Hmm. Yep. Oh, how big are we talking? How big is Heavy Iron Double? Yeah, it's been a while since I've done the actual kit builds, and one thing I did get, like, I mean, just in terms of like how long it's been, like, I did finally actually like get around to replacing my God Hands with some fresh ones that aren't broken, but they have just been sitting around for a while, like, and I haven't used them yet. So this is me kind of breaking them in. Now that I know how not to use a God Hand set of nippers. Anyway, let's see, take that one there. This one goes up too. And again, we want this sitting down like this. I want this down like that for the shoulder. There, we got the two upper arms. Oh, wow. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Okay, so we got these two shoulders here. All right, now we get into the... Okay, it's just... Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not actually a lot to this one here for the build. Like as I said, it's like this is like the afterthought part of the build. So like this is the bonus. Like there's not nearly as many different things I need to do. So Q2 is the one that goes over there. Q1 is the one that goes over here. Q1, Q2, and then we need R20. 20 is. Oh, nice, nice. That's impressive. Yeah, that's really impressive size-wise. Okay, 20 is over here. Oh, I need R1 and 20. Okay. Ah, so this guy goes there. This guy goes here. And R1. There we go. Oh, hey, Grandest Galvatron, how's it going? Oh, yeah, that's intriguing, though. You should bring him. Yeah, and show how big he is. Yeah, hope all goes well. Hope all goes well. We're model kitting. I've got like the Coda to build on this Hoshino Eye kit. Like it's the DX ones. There's also like the swimsuit build, and I'm doing that one right now. Let's see. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. I took a couple of days off like this week myself. Just in addition to like 3-day weekend, I had like just some days I needed to burn, which is why I'm kind of starting as early as I am because I was like, well, you know what? I've been doing a bunch of art the last couple of days there. I've been pretty busy with that. So I was like, oh, let's take a break and let's just from arting and let's finish this. Let's actually finish this kit. I'll probably do a toy unboxing at some point too this weekend. I just need to figure out when. Yeah, if I do, it'll probably be tomorrow, but I need to decide what I'm opening now. I have options. Unless I do some today, we'll see. Like I could always just pivot and do that. Oh, that'll be the Toronto one. 'Cause yeah, that Iron Raptor's referring to. So we got all this stuff over here, and then oh yeah, we got the elbows. It's also the only one where realistically you can bring like a giant model kit, like without having to worry about like just all the logistics of bringing a giant model kit somewhere. So there's that. Okay, and this one here. Okay, elbow goes in over here. Like that. Nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, TF Nation is one I would love to go to someday. Orlando, I'm absolutely not going. I am presently in, yeah, I'm not going into the US anytime soon mode. Much less Florida, but. All right, so we got these two arms here, and now we just need to do the wrist joints, and those are all just over here. Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of wrist joints on this thing. Honestly, I can probably don't even need to. I'm just looking to see. Ah, yeah, they're all just pairs. So I'll just pop a few wrist joints off and assemble some arms. Oh, Vector Prime. That Vector Prime. I don't think I could see them doing like a first run thing. I think that feels like very possible to me. But like some sort of run bonus, but it won't. I don't think it'll be that exact figure. Uh, or if like I mean, maybe they'll have some early copies of that figure there or something because like that weekend that the for the intended release date, July 10th, like that is like right around TFCon weekend. So I am very suspicious they will have something at the con, but yeah, I don't know exactly what. Yeah, you've got more. Oh, did you only just see that now? The Vector Prime? Had you not seen that before? Yeah, that thing looks amazing. There we go. We got the arms in here. Well, look, I think that we all know why they're cagey about the all mode, and that is because DeLorean can be pretty litigious. Who's trying to call me? I don't even recognize this name, so this number. But like it's entirely a case of we are just do not want to get sued. Because like I think that yeah, DeLorean is the main concern there. That's a company. Like or whatever's left of like the DeLorean estate. Okay, I'm just looking to see what I want to use for some hands here. Let's pick a few hands out and just put some in. You know what, let's finger gun this. Let's do some finger gun hands. I could always just clip all the hands too and just put all of the and just build all those, and maybe I will, but oh yes, I saw that one. I saw that, and to that I say good because that was like a really vague patent, and they probably shouldn't have been able to patent that one. Like that was a really vague patent. Yeah. Honestly, I wonder if they'll even bother because there's probably not much of a point in that. Like I don't think they're gonna win that fight. Okay, so there we got a wrist joint on here now, and there we got like some finger guns. Finger guns. Whole upper body over there so far. Um, oh yeah, I was meaning to mention as well. At some point down the line, I have now gotten all 6 of the Constructicons there. So at some point down the line, probably when I have like on a toy stream I will do at some point that is like more combiner limbs, and I'm going to make the Devastator Blockies assembly part of that stream. And yeah, okay, it's just showing this whole thing with putting these together. You know what? Let's just assemble all these. Why not? Yep. Let's just assemble all these all these little guys here for just to get these built out. Just build all these wrist joints out. Then I can put them all in a little bag or something. Let's see. We got a lot of them here. So all these guys need to be paired up. All these wrist joints get paired up with ones over here, with the ones on this side. Hmm. I'm just looking outside trying to gauge the weather. Like I was considering going to see the just see the new Mario movie just for the sake of seeing how it is and stuff, and pick up some toys while I'm at it and such. But it's like It's been snowing all day, so I kind of went, you know what? Probably not the best day to like go anywhere. You don't say. You don't say. Gee, I wonder what reason they could have to be all over that movie. I wonder. If only there was like a very like yeah, I guess that they all really like Wart. I guess they all really like Luis Guzman, like famous actor who appeared in IMDb. But I do love that that is a good community bit though, the whole where it's like with Luis Guzman's like, like it's like I love you and like the dean is checking like his phone and it's like IMDb. Incidentally, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with a lot of sites in the wake of that latest U.S. government decision with regards to Visa and Mastercard, which is absolutely let's be honest, it is absolutely not motivated by anything NSFW, but I think it will benefit NSFW artists, um, even if they're not the reason for it. Because of the whole thing saying that you like restricting who payment processors can like ban from like banking and stuff like that. And I mean, like as I said, the reason is very obviously not freedom, not a issue of people should be able to buy and sell smut without issues. That's not why they're doing it. But that's a whole other story for another day. Right, we almost got these. Wow, we got all these tiny little wrists here. There's one more. Where's the other wrist piece? I've got one extra one here. Oh, here it is. There's one that's not assembled. Yeah, exactly. Knock-on effects. And there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's like how, for instance, like the restrictions on AI art copyright have nothing to do with the ethics of like, should AI art be copyrighted, and everything to do with PETA being PETA, and kind of just creating a precedent by being PETA. Like we actually have PETA to thank for something there, which is like okay. hmm Oh, yeah. So what we're building here is, I was mentioning this already. So the Hoshino Co kit here that I got for Hoshino I. So this kit here, I got the DX version, which comes with a separate body that has like the DX kits that Katokawa does for their stuff. The secondary bodies are like beachwear kits. So we're building up like the Coda one, because I have not had time to sit down and build that yet. So yeah, I am just building a bunch of hands right now because I'm just like, well, I may as well just cut out the whole hand assembly and just put all these together. Just build all the wrist joints, build all the hands, and just get those all done so that I can just do the, just have put them all in the bag so that I can use them whenever. But yeah, I mean that said, it's like I was watching a thing talking about that. It's like a lot of countries have been trying to create payment systems that don't require them to rely on like U.S. Payment processors for digital payments. Like a lot of countries have been doing that, and so like Visa and Mastercard do not have the like chokehold over payments in like Japan, for instance. Japan, they do not have a chokehold in Japan because Japan is a system for pay pros there, where you can go to a combini and pay for stuff. Like you can get a QR code and like just go to a combini and pay for your thing. And like South America, a number of countries have stuff to circumvent U.S. paper, have like digital payment systems. China's got a digital payment system. A lot of countries have just been building those out. Like even Europe's doing stuff. I mean, Canada's got Interac, which is the same sort of thing, just a digital form of banking that doesn't require papers. And we honestly we were pretty ahead of the curve on that one. That's true. Yes, it is debit, and but I mean, like a lot of these things that are circumventing it by you know using essentially debit systems though. Like you don't have interest with debit payments, and like the actual payments are a lot cheaper and stuff. Like it's like how like with my phone bill now, it's like I get my phone bill a little bit cheaper because it comes at a debit instead of credit, and they full on where and I mean, like from the from Telus' standpoint, they very much and I think they're not the only ones that actively created like incentive. Yep. Yeah, they actively created some incentives for like a lot of that stuff in order to get people to switch to debit because it's cheaper for them too as a company because then they don't have the credit card processing fees. So they full on like kind of did a whole like, oh, we're gonna give you savings if you get your phone plan via debit instead of credit, like give you better deals. And again, that's entirely them just trying to go, oh hey, why should we have to pay Visa and Mastercard all these fees? Because yeah, it's the merchants that pay all that stuff. It's not the customer. So like, there's a lot of fees on credit card transactions. It's quite a bit more expensive than you know, let's see, so I got all this stuff here. hmm Okay, I think we've almost got all these hands cut out now. Incidentally, we do have redeems there. Like there's the Blockies redeem there, which will force me to drop everything and build the Blockies kit right here and now. Um, yeah, like I don't have that many left actually for the Blockies defenders in my bag to pull from. I've only got like a dozen left. So we finally have whittled down and gotten through like most of the Blockies like over the last several months. But it's stuff from waves 1 through 6 for the Blockies defenders.
I am Alpha and Omega,
Oh, hey, Sprue.
Optimal Optimus.
I'm from fucking Florida!
Now and forever, until the end of time.
We've been going for 50 minutes and no one hit first. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just building this kit here. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of just like art on the side last couple of days. I am just doing a whole bunch. I am fully hitting my convention. Let's do a whole bunch of OC stickers prep mode right now. Yeah, let's put all these hands together. Oh, there's still one here, but I will say one thing that's a bit of a pain in terms of like for watching stuff is I've been trying to like in terms of I've got a lot of stuff I want to work on art wise, but I also have stuff that I want to watch. Like for instance, Beast Wars 2nd and Neo are on my list of things I want to try and get through this month. And because it's all subtitled media, that means that I can't actually go and yeah, I can't actually like draw while I'm watching this because I need to be paying attention. So it's an annoying limiter. Oh, oh, there's an extra bit on this one on some of these. Interesting. Okay, a couple of these require some extra bits, I guess. And yeah, because there's a little wrist thing there. Wonder how these are ones are meant to assemble. Oh, these ones, okay, these ones just, I think these ones you just full on put the thing on. Oh, those are HD1 15 and HD1 17. Okay, so these ones have extra pieces. These hands. Ah, these ones over here. Let's get these ones out. Yeah, okay, there we go. These ones go in here. Like that. Mhm. Okay, anyway, we got this here. Got all those there. Looks like we still have like really 4 extra wrist joints still. Okay. Hmm. Bit surprised we have that many wrist joints left over. Guys, we got how many sets of hands? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, yeah. Unless they gave me like a separate tray of hands just for the I don't think I have more than one tray of hands though. Oh no 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 I do. Okay, okay, that's why. That's why. Okay, I've got a full extra tray of hands here. That has like duplicates for yeah, there's a whole tray that has duplicates for the sake of just oh, and then there's this one too. Okay. So we got a full extra set of hands here that we can also put together. I'm not going to build these ones right now because you know what? I've got like all these hands built out already. Like I've already got a full set built out. Just again, it's because they just gave me extras just for the other body. Let's put all this stuff over here off to the side. Take all the extra ball joints up there. Nope, there's one more, I think. Let's see. Oh no, we still got a couple hands here that need to go over there. And I'm just trying to get as much stuff off of this as possible so I can just like garbage all of these. I just want to make sure that I've got all the wrist joints out of the thing before I just dump this entire thing into a garbage bag. Looks like I'm missing one still. But I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone's day is going all right. Yeah, so I can just do this here, take all this, and I can just shunt all this immediately into some garbage. Yeah, it's bugging me though because I'm pretty sure that there is still another I'm pretty sure that there's another wrist joint that I missed somewhere. Yeah, we got the 3 over there. I'm pretty sure there's one more in here somewhere. Yeah, that'll be a nice surprise, yeah. I know I'm waiting for like HLJ to. Oh, here's the last one. I'm waiting for HLJ to get another thing in stock, so that they can ship my box. Because I have a big box that's going to be getting shipped soon. That is going to have some big, expensive transforming robots in it. It's going to be pretty great, but whew, does it have a lot of big, expensive transforming robots in it? All right, there we go. Oh, still a few more I missed. There we go. All right, so we got all those arms and hands built now. Oh, nice, sweet. Yeah, the most recent model kit I bought, I guess, is like I have the Blocky's Tarn that I need to build at some point. I mean, I also have the Soundwave. I need to build the Action Edition Soundwave at some point too. Okay, and yeah, we did all this as well. So we built all those. And yeah, and then it's like put all that stuff together, and now it looks like that we do the feet. So let's start building the feet out. Yeah, we got all. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty fast. Like these legs are very simple assemblies, and then we just gotta plug in the skirt and the waist and all that stuff. So let's start with R5. Where is this? R5 and R11. And again, I'll just do both legs at once. Because why not? And then after that, we're going to want S1. Just making sure, is this the right piece, or did I mix these up when I cut them? Okay, yeah, this is the right one. I think. Well, now I'm second guessing myself. No, I think this is R5. I think this is. Yeah, okay, yeah, this one is R5. And sorry, R11, and then R5 is this guy over here. Okay, and then we'll just cut out the upper thighs as well, because those will go in pretty quickly after. So S1 and then S2. Let's adjust this down a little bit. Oh. We're probably coming up on ads pretty soon. I need to double check that because I have not been getting the notifications lately for like when the ads are about to begin. And that is a little bit annoying. But let's see, we got all these parts over here. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're getting the notification. Okay, so yeah, so ads are going to be starting really soon. I'm going to just put this guy together here. So we got what? This guy over here. Then this guy. Let's just see. So this guy is here. This guy plugs in like this. This whole assembly there. Okay. Seems a bit limited, but okay. And then S1, I guess. Yeah, and then I guess this whole assembly just comes up over top and slides in. Yep. I don't think I have something in all the way. But I think we're going to be going on ad break very shortly, so I am just going to trigger the ad early. No, most of my stuff is all digital, actually. I mainly do digital these days. I have used some stuff. I've used Copics in the past, but I mostly do digital nowadays. Anyway, though, let's run the ad, and when we return, we will get back to working on this. I'm gonna go work. All right, and we are back from ads, and yeah, okay. Yeah, I did see that missile turret marker holder you're designing, and that thing looks amazing. Like that's the sort of thing that I feel people would look at conventions and be like, "Oh my God!" Like that is something that artists would buy. I think that's, I think the biggest impediment to artists buying that, honestly, there is one impediment, and that is artists, the amount of like money artists have at their disposal. But I think most of them would be. This is really. Oh, looks like we're getting gotcha. All right, so we've gotten a gotcha redeem. So yeah, I'm gonna do a blockies gotcha in a sec. Let me just get this thigh together. And okay, looks like this thigh is together. And yeah, let's grab the bag, shake it a bit. I've got like a dozen left in here. We're gonna grab a random thing, and we have a blockies figure from Wave 1. Okay, I didn't know I had any Wave 1s left. All right. So yeah, so we've gotten most of the stuff out of this wave already. There's not much left. There's not much left to go. So let's see what we get. Yeah, seriously, I'm shocked I still have Wave 1 boxes. But apparently we do. So let's take this guy out and let's crack the bag and let's see what we got. All right. Getting all the parts out. Yeah. Okay, let's look down and see what we actually got. And oh, it is a it looks like it's a gold bumblebee. Okay. All right, so we got a gold bumblebee. Cool. So let's put them together. Hmm. Get his wings. Let's see. Thighs. Interesting. Intriguing indeed. I need to update this playlist a little, come to think. I haven't updated it for like a couple of cores of anime. Just to put some fresh stuff in here. It's a long playlist, but let's see. Those there. Slap this guy into the back. Right, and forearms. It's a nice shiny bumblebee. It's a gold bug. You know, it would go well with a if they made one. It would go well with a you know, to use an old school joke at this point. It would go well if they did a Blocky's a shit piece. It would go well with them because yeah, this is one gold bug. There, yeah, that is Blocky's Defender Bumblebee. Like I love the chibi aesthetic they have on all their defenders. Like it really is nice. They're great little fun little figures here. These defenders. So anyway, we got one thigh over here. Let's build another thigh. Did I put this on the right way? Let me see. I think so. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then we just toss this in here. Like this. There we go. There's the other thigh. Sorry, not the thigh. I guess we're building the butt there. Now we go back over to here. And looks like we just built the legs. Again, let's see, not a super involved build. Q5. Q6 is going to go on the other side. Actually, let's just cut this out too. Then we're done with this sprue. Right, so you take those, Q5, and then we do R32 and 34. And then, yeah, these are where the feet are going to go on too. Oh, I'm jumping ahead of myself here, I'm seeing, but oh well. I am jumping ahead slightly, like on steps, but hey. whatever. Mm. Let's get these together. And yeah, and then this is going to be like what the foot goes into. This giant ankle. And then this just goes up in here like that. Let's just going to trim any of the flash off there. A little bit. Let's trim this leg. Yeah. Geez, that runner left a lot of flash there. Okay, that's better. And then do these. But yeah, I skipped the upper thigh, so we're gonna get back to that in a sec. Okay, so this one's together now. This is rotating, yep. And then again, put the big one in here. Plug this in. So, and then, yeah, now let's get back to the bit that I skipped over here, which was there. Yeah, so R16, R30. Yeah. Almost done. And what else? We got those two, and actually, where did I put my drink? Is it? I know where I put my drink. Maybe it's probably in the other room. But anyway, I'll take a look for that in a sec. But yes, we got those 1630, and then we want S7. It'll be the other leg, and while we're at it, we may as well cut the feet out too, because this one will be S5. And then S6 on the other side. And then I think we're done with this runner. Yep, we're done with this runner. Sweet. Awesome. Hmm. And then, yeah, I guess there's only one way this will go. This guy goes in there. And I'll make sure I plug this in the right way. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I guess I gotta do another one of those. Okay then. Alright, so I will do that just as soon as I assemble this thigh, and there we go. So there's one thigh. One thigh is over there. And let's grab another one. I'm probably gonna go and modify the cooldown on these because, as I said, I'm starting to run low. So, all right, and we've got again. Okay, wave 5. We have one from wave 5 here. We've gotten a lot of the stuff in here. Like we've gotten Galvatron. I've gotten Jetfire. What else was in this one? Roller, Onslaught. Eh, I don't have Jetfire's vehicle mode. Maybe that's what this will be, because we've gotten a lot of wave 5. I think the Jetfire vehicle mode might be the last wave 5 one I need to get. But let's find out, shall we? Let's find out if that's what's in here. All right, so dumping all the parts out, we have a whole lot of parts. And it is... Oh, it's a clear Optimus Prime, okay. Okay, yeah, I guess there was a clear Optimus Prime in this one. And it comes with the coin as well, too. So, okay, so let's build a clear Optimus. Yep, Candy Optimus. Did I put this on the right way? Nope. There we go. Could be... There's some sort of blemish there on the shoulder. It's just on top of the plastic. Huh. Yeah, it's weird. There's some sort of blemish on here. I probably just need to scrape off. Like, maybe it's glue or something? I don't know. It's just scraping off, so. Weird. Okay, so we got all that. Slap this guy on here. And thighs. Yeah, forbidden gummy. Forbidden gummy indeed. I'm getting pretty fast at these defenders though at this point. Like I've done enough of them that they're pretty quick. But yeah, so I think we don't have much wave 5 left. Okay, this guy goes in like this, I think. I'm just checking the orientation here. I think this goes in this way. Yep. Oh, and they give you the option to give him a sword instead, his energon axe instead of a hand. That's cool. So let's give him his energon axe, because why not? All right, put this on. And there we have a clear plastic Blocky's Optimus. And he has an axe for a hand because he's got an axe grind. I actually really like how the eyes look here. Just because of just the way the light is coming through there. Like it just looks like those eyes are a little bit light up, just depending on the angle. It's kind of cool. Yeah. He does commit the cardinal sin that a lot of Optimus Primes do, in that he's flashing his matrix. I'm not a fan of like when primes like are full on like flashing when they're like not wearing anything under the windows, so to speak. Because they do that a lot on figures, and it's always and I get it. You want to show the matrix, I get that, but why would you put the matrix behind like no armor whatsoever when it's like an important artifact? Like I much prefer when they put the actual thing in there. Yep. Okay, so yeah, let's just finish putting this leg together because we got all the parts. So this all goes here. Then this goes in here. And that's one leg done. Okay, so we've got one leg done. And again, good range of motion here. We got ankle tilts. We got ankles backwards and forwards. We got your knee bend. Good cut there for the knee. We got swivel there. And now let's finish the other leg. Yeah, if and when I do run out of blockies defenders, I'm gonna have to think of something clever just to extend just to do something with the redeem until like I get another wave in. Like I could always make it just something that rather than build a full blockies kit, it then becomes a I could always morph it into something like instead of building a blockies kit, it then becomes a case of, oh hey, you get to build a sorry, I'm just trying to think out loud for like ideas here. Let's mirror this. So that's gonna be like this, I think. Yeah, it'll be like this if it's mirrored. Yeah, I could always do something like say like just with a model kit where it's like change the redeem into like just drop what you're doing and spend X amount of time on a model kit. But have a timer associated with it. Yeah, it's ideal. So anyway, we got this leg here, and let's plug this foot in, and then we got this thigh. So we got two legs over here, fully assembled. Looking pretty good. Just making sure everything's assembled right. Yeah. Okay. Put these legs off to the side, and now we need to let's dump all this. Let's dump all these runners. Dump all these runners, and then we'll get to the next page. And yeah, we should be able to finish this up within the half hour. Within the half hour, easy. Within the next half hour. Oh yeah, because we've only got these steps left. This is just about done now. We're getting into the home stretch. We gotta build the waist essentially. So we need R14 and 27. So let's home stretch this thing. 14, 27. And 27, I guess, just goes in like this. Yeah, okay, yeah, and that's where the upper body's gonna plug into, I guess. And then 26. Oh, there we go. Got 26 out now. And oh, and then we'll need 22 and 23 afterwards. Oh, is this one done now? That's 22. Put 22 right here. Yeah, I think we just finished with this sprue too. Nice. So we are getting really, really close to being done this whole thing. What's this guy here? 26. Okay, this goes in over here. Does it, or? This seems like a... Oh, no, it goes in down here, that's why. Okay, so that all goes in like that. Okay, and then 22 and 23.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh.
Oh, we are almost done. So 22 goes in over here. Ah, yes, I see. Yes, these are going to go in, and this is going to be the hips right here. 22 goes there, 23. Trim this guy, trim this guy. Trim this guy. Yep. It's not my favorite Muppet project, but that's because there's some really good Muppet projects. Like, look, I think like Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island are probably my faves. But yeah, the 2011 Muppets. I still know what my favorite gag in that movie is, and it is the one that made me laugh because of realizing who the target audience for that movie was and how it would go over their heads, and it was absolutely for their parents. And I mean, like, I was in my 20s at the time too, so I mean, it's like, yeah. And that is the gag with regards to how like where 80s robot uses his modem. Sorry, I'm just gonna go grab my drink. But yeah, like the gag where 80s robots like I'm going to use my modem, and then the whole joke is that those are all 100% accurate modem noises for using the modem. And it's the most annoying and irritating thing, but like yeah, like the double layer is the fact that anyone who actually did knows a modem knows that they are doing something that's like fully accurate, and it is a hilarious bit because that is exactly how modems work. Anyway, let's stir this up. Stir up some trouble, make it double, and I'm just warming my tea because my tea was nice and cold. Poured some more tea, and let's get back to this building. So yeah, Muppet Treasure Island's great though, yes. Well, I mean, like I go off the axiom from the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. That is that the judge played by a cameoing Whoopi Goldberg, upon realizing that it was Rocky and Bullwinkle who were tried with the crimes in her courtroom, immediately threw the case out because, as everybody knows, celebrities are above the law. Like that's the one I go. That's the one I go by. And God, I do still love the whole humor of that bit there with where they get arrested because they're doing a full-on cops parody, like with John Goodman playing one of the highway cops. And it's a great bit, partly because of the fact that they're doing the whole face blurring thing, but it's a moose and squirrel that are getting their faces blurred, so obviously it is doing like nothing, and that's kind of the hilarious bit of the whole. Like there's so many great bits in that movie. Like that is legitimately like one of my favorite like dumb comedies.
You do know how to drive, right?
Please.
Yes.
What moves can't drive a automobile?
This movie right here.
Oh, brother.
Never said I could drive it well.
Like seriously, like how can you not love that punchline of it? It's like, yes, of course he can drive. That doesn't mean you can expect him to actually be any good at driving, but yes, you can. It's like the whole thing. I would do this for years, and it drove my mom nuts because I was entirely doing it just for the sake of where if my mom asked if I could do something, and I would just do the really cheeky thing of going, it's like, yes, I can do that thing. Do you want me to do it? Like, of course, I would say that, and like, I wasn't trying to resist or anything. Obviously, I was going to do the thing that I got asked, like if I'm responding like that, but I would still very much be like just cheeky as hell and just like have that whole response there. Hey, let's see. Got the legs plugged in. Okay, legs are plugged in there. And now we put the skirt down. Yep. Now we finish clipping the skirt. So we got this whole skirt here. And then this is going to go down. Looks like it's a specific way that's going down. There's a... Oh, yeah, there's a front... Oh, they've got arrows on here. They got convenient arrows. So you know which way to put it in. That's useful. Okay, so yes, the skirt goes in like this. Oh, yeah, Jason Alexander. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and don't forget the bit there in the movie where they do the entire taxi driver scene with Fearless Leader, where they just have Robert De Niro do his whole like taxi driver bit. No, is it taxi driver or is it Raging Bull? Like whatever, the whole bit where the whole "Are you talking to me?" bit there that and they just take all those lines and they have him deliver all of those like with Fearless Leader's accent as he is as Boris and Natasha have him on the line and they don't want to answer him when he's asking if you killed Moose and Squirrel because the answer will be no. And they're just being very hesitant. And then he's just going into the whole, "Are you talking to me?" Like the whole, "Are you talking to me?" And just that whole bit, it's like, well, it's like, there's no one else here, so clearly you must be talking to me. It's like, and you are lying! Oh, what's this here? George is getting upset. All right, so we got this here. We just need to, yeah. I think we just got like we've almost finished this up. Okay, so I need to start thinking about what I'm doing next. Let's see. So we got this here. Just do the belt for the skirt. Yeah. We got this whole skirt belt. This again has a specific orientation, it looks like. I guess it's supposed to just go on like this. And oh no, we put the waist on first. Okay, where's the waist? I took the waist out already. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you got this whole bit here. This comes down. Yeah, we are almost done. And then this is going to slide over top. You can see the grooves that this is all going to line up with. This just locks in over here. So there we have this whole skirt. And then, yeah, plug this in. Plug this into the ball joint. And yeah, we are done the build. That is this build right here for the Hoshino I build. So yeah, so we got the whole, like, they've got the whole swimsuit there. There's a whole skirt there as well. Yeah, it's a nice build. You got some finger guns on her. Pew pew. She does have a few alternate faces. Do I have any of them floating around here? Oh, there's one over here. So you got just the smile face. And I think there's another one or two. Again, they're probably just floating around on my desk right now. Oh, yeah. We got this one here. We got like the winking face, which again is a good face. But yeah, so yeah, that is a model kit build. We got both. Actually, I think there's another stand in the set too. I think they include two stands. I think because yeah, I have another stand in here. So let's pull that out. Let's pull out the other stand. And let's see if I can find where I put that sprue. Yeah, we're done with this one. Like, geez, I saw like, oh, here it is. Yeah, so we're just going to build another stand. And they do give you some options with regards to parts on these things. Let's see. Let's get this out. Where's my nippers? Let's use my crappier ones. I don't need the fully intact ones to do this. Yeah, so we got this whole bit here. Yes, we got this little stand base. And then it's just a matter of which pieces we want here. Oh, looks like it's just the same ones here. 5, 7. Yeah, so CP1. Yeah, CP21, CP23. Okay, yeah, these are all just like analogs. So this one goes on the bottom. Let's get these out. And build this whole JoJo character. Yeah, so this one goes into the base of the stand. This one is going to go up at the top. And then we just go in for these. I'm just looking to see what we got options here. Yeah, it's just 5 and 4. And then we also have these longer ones too as an option. So we got these 2 bits here. We got the 2 longer ones as well as a possibility. I'm probably not going to use these, but let's just cut them anyway. So we got these guys over there. And then, yeah. Let's finish trimming everything. Oh, let's see. So we got these 2 things here, and these will go on. So let's see. This guy is going to go over here. Just making sure I'm putting the right ones on. I think it's, yeah, this guy goes on the base. And this guy comes up over here. Like this. Okay. And this guy's going to go over here. And then, yeah, we take these things here, and this doesn't seem like it's bending quite enough. Like, should it only be 90 degrees? This doesn't seem right. Let's just pop this apart for a sec. Yeah, no, this guy goes over here. Yeah, and then this guy goes in over here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I had this on. Maybe I had this on the wrong way. I don't know. But this looks right. Yeah, so it's not quite 90 degrees, but let's see. So if I take this here and plug this in. Okay, now she's just hovering above the ground. Like, I did diddy. Maybe I need to use the bigger one just for the sake of getting her off the. I'm just looking at the other kit there in terms of the base, and it's like, yeah, no, these ones are. Yeah, they're longer. Mind, maybe if I use these, let's just try using these ones here. It might be that if I use the longer ones, that'll let these bend enough to actually get her on the ground. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this to fulcrum a bit more. Okay, there we go. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I have this misassembled up here on the stand. Let's just. I'm pretty sure I have this. This arm is probably in the wrong way. Yeah, because we take this here. If we bend this around here, let's see. Get these out, and let's just get this in such that it's going to bend down as much as possible. Why are these not going in properly? Yes, that guy goes here, and then this guy goes over here. Okay, yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay, so now this bends enough that we should be able to get her to touch the ground. Oh yeah, now this is properly assembled. So let's put this back together. Put this on here. Okay, and now we've got enough of a bend to actually get this to work. I think. Yeah. There we go. Get those on there. All right, we almost got this adjusted. Anyway, there we go. There we got this all on the stand now. Nice. I'm just centering this a little bit. These arms are a little bit tricky to work with. There we go. Want to make sure that she's more at the front of the stand. Something like this here. So we got this here. Do this like that. Just pose this out a bit. Why not? Okay, yeah, she's still floating off the ground a bit. Okay, there we go. I think we got this. Can always adjust the ankles a bit. But yeah, there we have we have eye finger gunning. And yeah, that is this build. Straightforward build, really. But let's see. I decide if I'm doing anything next. So we dunk all these sprues. Like I could do some gotcha stuff. Let's see. Oh, there's still some sprues in the manual. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Right, so yeah, so that is this kit built out. Let's just put these next to each other for posterity there. Yeah. Just the angle a bit. Yeah, we can see here it's, nice setup here. Bunch of face options, which are pretty cool. What else is there to go on about with this? Yeah, now I can actually clear a bunch more stuff out, which is nice. Because that's another kit built. Take a sip. Yeah, it feels good to have that kit done now. I am just deciding right now what my plans are for. Oh yeah, those screen times kind of suck. I'm just looking ahead to just see what they even have for like screen times for like Mario movie and stuff. Just decide if I'm gonna keep going or not, and if I'm not going to the movie, I'll just keep going. Oh yeah, they don't. Okay, yeah, they don't have any of the regular screens tonight, but they do tomorrow. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So I probably won't go to that today then. So with that said, let's see. We got the kit done, so we need to decide what we're doing next. I'm just debating right now. Do I want to switch to art? So we might just switch to art. What do we want to do next? I could switch back over to art. I do want to draw out another sticker. Actually, I need to sync my sticker file to the cloud. Hold up, because I made some changes. Let's make sure this is synced. Sync it, and we'll update it. Okay, that's updated. Let's download the more recent version. Yeah, we got all the build stuff I want to get done. So, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna throw up an ad. Do we want to do an ad early or not? Actually, you know what? You know what we'll do? Since we're in model kit stuff, I'm gonna bring out another kit. I'm gonna bring out something I've been saving. That's not part of the block. That's not part of the blockies gotcha, but it is a blockies. So we're gonna open this because now's a good opportunity. It'll be a nice quick build. It'll be a nice quick build. So let's do this here. I'm just gonna hit snooze on this just to give myself enough time. Because yeah, we are going to build up next. We're gonna build this guy. As soon as I get the price tag off. I guess it doesn't matter if the price tag's there, but whatever. We are going to build the Blockies clear plastic Unicron head. Like this is the same Unicron head that they have in Wave 7, but it is a single pack and it is a clear plastic. So yeah, let's get this open and let's build it. Let's build this sucker. Yeah, we got a couple of bags here. So yeah, we're getting a bonus Blocky filled. Yeah, so here's all the bits for this guy, and there's some stuff. I think it's just a stand in this bag. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's just a stand over here for the head. Oh, and a little file card for it too for this Unicron head. Cool. So, yeah, again, this is like the regular version of this is in Wave 7. This is the fancy schmancy clear plastic version, and it's pretty much the HasLab Unicron head, except it's except it's at a blocky scale. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to build here. This will be nice and fast. So we got this guy here, and this is gonna go to this guy. Like this. Yeah, we're gonna come down here. And then, oh, I see, this is the base of the head, okay. I see, so we got this here, we got a couple of glowy bits that are his eyes. Oh, cool, that's cool. The eyes are just like on, yeah, the eyes just go over here. Yeah, did this get stuck on weirdly? Let's see. Oh no, these are ball joints. Okay. Us, the eyes are ball jointed. That's kind of cool. We got these eyes here, and then that all comes onto this guy over here for the bottom of the head. Yes, we got all this stuff here, and I'm just looking at what all I need to build next. Okay, I think this guy goes in. Oh, this is the lower jaw. I see. Okay, so we got this whole bit here. Here's the upper head. Lower jaw is over here, but oh, we got this. Oh, we got the whole skull over here. Again, this is pretty much the I'm very curious if they just took the CAD for the HasLab for this, because it is very similar to the HasLab. Like we've got the whole skull face over here, and this is all just gonna like fit over top like that. Yeah, it just goes over like this. Yeah, that just goes there. And then we just keep putting stuff over top. We put the helmet halves on next. Yeah, we got the whole articulated jaw. Again, this is pretty much the HasLab head. It's kind of cool just how they just did the HasLab head as a as just a blockies kit. But like a smaller version of the HasLab head, obviously. Okay, so we got all this over here. This is gonna go up over there, and then I guess that we put this guy over top to close all this up. So this all goes up over there. And what else? I'm just looking at stuff here. Okay, next up we start putting up Okay, next we put the face on right now, or no, not quite. Okay, we put the beard on. Give him his forked beard. And then we take this head and we put the eyes in here. So those go in there, and then we just got, yeah, so you got these eyes that go over top. Again, this is straight up the HasLab. And then that just goes over top like that. And we just end up with this whole, menacing Unicron vibe. What else? Oh, we still got this whole back area here to fill in. Okay, so like this is going to come in over here. Just checking order of operations on this stuff. Oh yeah, this guy should already have gone in. So yeah, we actually need to disassemble the top of the head. I put some of these bits in too soon. Yeah, this guy's supposed to come in first. And yeah, that just plugs in over top. This. Yep, it all just comes down. All locks in like that there. And then we put the helmet bits back on. Lines together. And then yeah, and then there's just the one way that these go in. One guy goes there, one guy goes there. Like these horns just stay fixed in place. And then we put the cheeks on over top. Cheek guards go over. Which way do these go on? This, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, they go on like this. Cheek guards go on. Yeah, so we have the cheek guards, and then we just put him on his base. Yeah, and this just all plugs in over here. I'll just bring it around. This here. And there we have it. There we have. Yeah, if we bring it up over here, there we have Unicron just in his head mode. We got a little arc that he comes with as well too. Or rather like the Autobot shuttle. It's not really the arc, it's like the Autobot shuttle from the movie. And I'm just seeing if this plugs on here or anything. Does this plug into anything? Not really. It's just kind of there. But yeah. So yeah, the mouth opens up and closes, like the original there. You can get this open. Again, you could probably like pop this whole face. Yeah, you could pop this whole face if you wanted to. And if we pop these guys off here, and you wanted to just do the whole skull face, you could pop this off over here, and then you just get the screaming skull face there. And then yeah, and then we can just put the cheekbones back on. Again, this is just straight up the HasLab here, except the cheekbones on the HasLab are part of the faceplates. And then yeah, and then you just pop this guy out here too. Yeah, there you have like a freaky skeletal Unicron face now. Which actually looks really cool. This actually looks really cool. Especially in the clear plastic. Yeah, and then we can just, just pop the cheekbones, put the head back together. Pop the cheekbones. cheekbones, put this one on, and there we got like just the standard Unicron face, which again, this looks really cool. You can get the clear plastic one. You don't need the blind box to get the clear plastic, which is nice, which is why I picked this up. They just sell this one on its own. And it looks really good. Like, yeah, it's a really nice sculpt. I kind of want the regular version now, even more. But yeah, it's pretty much just the HasLab head. Like, the sculpting's all the HasLab one. It's got all the details the HasLab one has. It's really cool. It's really neat, this whole Unicron head here. Like, it's just really cool. Really, really cool visual here. And just, yeah, like, just opening up his mouth, roaring and stuff. Why you just close it up like that. Like, it's just, yeah, it's really, really cool. It's just a really cool Unicron head. It's a really cool collection piece, this thing. So let's see. All right, now that we got that one done, I guess again the question becomes now, what do we want to do next? I could do some gacha stuff. I could do some, there's always Star Rail stuff to do. I could do some Star Rail. I could do some. I'm just deciding what I want to do next, or I could just keep arting. I might just keep doing some sketching or whatever, because I've still got things I want to draw, honestly. So we might switch over to an art stream and do some sketching since the model kit stuff is done. Any opinions at all, chat, on what we should do next? I mean, I could always open toys too. I could always switch this over to toy unboxing, and I have some stuff I could do. Anyone got any preferences? Can do an art stream, a toy thing, or I would. Let me see if I can get polls working again, because last time I tried making a poll, it didn't really work. Like, I don't know what I need to do on Twitch to get polls working. Let me just see if I can figure this out right here, right now, because we're gonna have an ad coming up soon anyway. So I'm just trying to figure out how to use polls. Creating polls. Okay, let's see. Dashboard. I'm just looking to see what I need to do here. On your dashboard, click the create a poll button. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to do the whole. Let's do this here. Create a new poll. Here we go. And let's open this poll. We've got ads coming up very shortly, so I am just going to. Yeah, exactly. It's like we got that there, so I'm going to leave it open for a few minutes there. So you're going to open up the poll. Let's see if this works. Yeah, okay, good. We do have the poll working there. So yeah, so we got a poll open there. Yeah. Yeah, we got a poll running there, and when we return from ads, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. But yeah, so poll is open for a few minutes. So please feel free to vote on what you want to see me do next. And I'm gonna run the ad and let the poll keep going like while the ad is going, and then I will decide what we're doing after that. So we will be back very shortly. All right. All right, and we are back, and it looks like that the winner of the poll was Open Toys with 1 vote. So 1 vote is still a vote. So you know what? We're going to change up tags, and we are going to switch over to that because I know exactly what it is we're doing. I know exactly what it is that I'm planning to do. And I'm just going to change the overlays. Let's change the overlays out, and let's... Where's my model kit overlay? Change the overlays, change the captions, and yeah, because yeah, we're gonna set this up. Where's that toy screen overlay? Where's that thing there for the title? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, it didn't actually copy paste. There we go. All right, so there we go. That is what we're going to be doing here next. Let's see. Let's change this to adjust chatting. All right, so we're going to switch over and we're going to do some mini-bot unboxing. Which means I need to go and grab the boxes because I have a few mini-bots that need an opening that I've been building up here off to the side. So we've gotten a lot of deluxe class mini-bots the last bit. I'm gonna put all these in the thing. I'm gonna make a quick post and just to advertise this. Quick change on socials. And yeah, let's see. So we got a bunch of mini-bots to do next. We've got these two guys, and we have Zhunt. Let's do that. Zhunt and Zhunt. So yeah, we have a quartet of mini-bots here that we are going to do next. So I am just going to just go and show this on social media, and then we're gonna get started. So yeah, this will be good. This will be a nice break, and it's more stuff that I can actually get open, which is always nice. Anyway, let me just make a quick Blue Sky post, and then we'll get started. Where is the streaming screenshots? Actually, I can probably turn off the glasses. I don't really need the glasses on now. Let's just keep glasses off for now. Yeah. Anyway, let's just promote this here, that we're doing mini-bot stuff. And let's get these things open. Yeah, this will be good here. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I need to post here. And let's see. Let's start opening this stuff. So, who do you want to see first? I suppose that's the question. What figure do people want to see first? Do we want... I think I know which one I'm going to do last, but do people have a preference for what we see first? Before I just pick something arbitrarily, like I'm probably going to end up doing anyway. Okay, it's funny you ask that because I was literally thinking I'm gonna just open Outback first. So yeah, so we're gonna do Outback first. All right, so let's put these guys off to the side. Let's pull these ones out and let's start with Outback. So, yeah, Outback. He is a retool of Braun. And I should probably grab Braun as well for comparisons. Again, I was not planning. I would have grabbed all the stuff for doing comparison shots already, except I was not sure if I was going to be doing it, opening more stuff. So let's just check my. I am just scanning my shelves right now for where Braun is standing around. It's probably the Battle Damage movie Braun I have standing around here. If I have him standing somewhere, I don't know why. Oh, here's Braun. Yeah, so we got Braun over here. Oh no, this is the Walmart Braun. Yeah, let's use this one. Yeah. So we're gonna use the Walmart Braun, and I'll just start with this here. So yeah, we may as well do comparisons with Walmart stuff for Walmart stuff. So yeah, so Outback is a heavy retool of Braun, as seen here in his Walmart glory right here. You know, another one in the mini bots, and the mini bots have all been really good. So I am looking forward to getting this guy open. And yeah, Outback in G1 was, you know, he had a few appearances, and yeah, it's very much recreation of the G1 packaging, just, you know, with like multiple languages here, so there's not really much of a bio there. But yeah, with Outback, I think that they leaned more towards the cartoon appearance on Outback on this one here, because like if you look at the detailing here, it's not quite the toy detailing that they mirrored. And I think that's more because Hasbro's being realistic and going, you know what toy is probably not going to get re-released at some point? Outback. Because like Outback is like such a minor character overall in the mythos. Like his most notable thing that he did in the IDW comics was die. Like that was his most notable shenanigan, just dying. I just need to find my scissors. Here we go. So scissors are here. And get everything liberated. We got Outback here. We got his gun, which is... Oh, it is a different gun. Okay, cool. So gun is cast in the same plastic as the Brown too, incidentally. It's just painted. But yeah, if you can see here, it is in fact a different gun than Braun has, which is kind of cool. Cool that they did change up the gun. So yeah, so we can just put it in his hand over here. And let's take a look at Outback here. So, for starters, what about Outback? Posability. We got ball joints here at the shoulders. We got a little more than 90-degree elbow bend. No wrists because of transformation, but we do have a swivel up here above the elbow. Waist joint. He has one. All right. Legs. Almost 90 degrees bend there. Toe bend and ankle tilts. So he's fairly featured, and yes, he does have a head swivel. It's a really weird head swivel, and again, that's just on account of just the G1 animation model head, where instead they made a choice here. They very much made a choice where instead of putting the head inside a box and then having the head like turn inside the box, they instead did it so that like the entire box turns, which it's a choice. It's a choice. Let's see what else we got here. So I mean, yeah, I think this hews more towards his cartoon appearance, you know, because of stuff like the blue eyes. Because like because Braun here has the toy head, like Outback's face is pretty much like his toy face here. Oh, hey Ramses. Yeah, we finished the model kit here, and we're just opening some toys now. But yeah, like I think that this is much more of a cartoon version of Outback here, purely because like he's got the blue eyes. So he's got the blue eyes. Like the deco here doesn't quite match up with the with the actual toy detailing. Yeah, I think they're going more cartoon in terms of this in general, which is a little bit different for the Walmart stuff. But again, I think it's motivated by the fact that like they're realists and they know they're not going to do another Outback, so they're giving everyone the cartoon Outback in the Walmart package. It's a very pragmatic decision. And I'm fine with pragmatic decisions like that. So let's transform him. Again, like all the deluxe mini bots have been stellar. Like there's no bad ones in the bunch. So we're gonna get all this open. We're gonna flip that stuff out. Exactly. Yeah. Like I mean, Wheelie. Let's be honest. We all know that Wheelie is gonna get re-released in Studio Series. So like Wheelie, they had a little bit more latitude there in terms of what they did with the Deco 1 Wheelie. So, but that's just a case of, that being realists. But yeah, it is a very good transformation on this Brawn. Sorry, this Outback. And let's get all this open here. Yeah, we're doing mini bots for the theme there. I've got 4 mini bots to crack open. So we got all this here. Swivel the waist. Fold these. And okay, where do the arms go again? Ah, yes, the arms fold out. It really is. Like, I really like the gears mold too. Like, these are what I would call, these are molds that I would call like underrated molds because they, quite frankly, are very fun. They do their jobs very well, but you kind of forget about them after you get them, and that's not really the fault of the toy itself. It's just the fault of, well, they're G1 mini bots. Like, they're not the most dynamic of characters. And it's a little bit of a shame because like they are solid builds as far as toys go. So we got all this stuff over here. These are going to line up over here. And yeah, these come together like this. It's been a bit since I transformed this mold. Yeah, so these are going to come together back here. Arms come together. All this clips together in the back. Fold the backpack down. And let's see. Clip these in. Clip these in here. Oh, yeah. The swerve is going to be nice. I'm looking forward to the swerve. Like the gears mold is fantastic. And then yeah, we bring the back down over here. And then the whole head goes in here. But I guess we can always flip this around or not. Nope, this is not going to fit if we flip it around. So you kind of have to just have his head out here. So Outback is just going to be screaming at the ground while he drives around. As one does when their head is like inches above the ground. Yeah, just bring everything down. We'll finish locking everything together. And that, ladies and gents, is Outback. So, yeah, he looks pretty good here. I mean, it's just a standard Outback. We got the Autobot symbol just on the back there. I don't know what other changes he had other than, like, the chest is new. Yeah, the chest is definitely new. Looks like the crotch area is new as well. So he's got new chest, new crotch area. Otherwise, though, I think everything, and then the new head, obviously. But otherwise, I think it's all like identical sculpting to Brawn. Like, yeah, like the window's all the same. Legs are all the same. It's the same alt mode, more or less. One thing that they did do on Outback here, which is one of those like things that's weird that they didn't do it on Brawn, if you notice here, is they did paint the little M there on the front there. The whole micro, whatever it is, I don't know if it's Microman or if it's Micro Change or if it's Mysterions, like whatever the case is. Yeah, the Mysterions. Yeah, it's probably a Mysterions reference realistically. But yeah, anyway, that is that's Outback over there. And then we got him next to Brawn. So that is, yeah, these are all going to be pretty fast, I imagine. So that's one down. That's one down on this guy. And next up, we're going to go over to this guy here. I have been sitting on this guy for a few months now, so I'm looking forward to getting him open. And that would be Wind Charger. Because yeah, I've been wanting to muck with Wind Charger for quite some time. So yeah, this is Age of the Primes. It's Studio Series. Based on like the very, very brief amount of time he spent dead in the movie. Like, I mean, like What does it say that there isn't that on the back of the box image here? They didn't even use a shot of Windcharger from the movie. They just used the poster. And look, we all know that that's because his appearance in the movie was a corpse. And you know what doesn't really look good on the back of a box? Putting the character as a corpse. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyway. Let's get him open, and let's check him out. Like, Windcharger is one of those characters that he's had some good toys. Like, I really liked I really liked the deluxe Windcharger that we got, over a decade ago now. The one that came with Wipeout. The one that was, the old Reveal the Shield Windcharger. That was a really good toy. Reveal the Windshield Windcharger was a great toy. I fully recommend anyone track it down. Like, even if you already have this Windcharger, like, it's a good one to get. Like, it's a smaller toy, but it's a good toy. But anyway, we have Windcharger here in his robot mode. So let's see. We got a little gun over here. And that just goes into his hand like that. So we got, Windcharger has this gun. And then we have, this accessory over here, which, okay, there's no peg in the back for this, but there was a reason for that. I'm just going to put this guy down here, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, let's take a look at Windcharger first, just as a figure as a whole. So yeah, he's got this nice head sculpt. Again, like a nice matte painted face. I much prefer the matte faces. Yep, got this neck swivel on his back here. Just goes backwards and forwards. This little dial back here, does this do anything? It does, yes. Okay, oh my god. So Windcharger, he's got a dial in the back of his head so he can actually look up and down. That's cool. So he can actually look up. Or down. Or up. Or down again. But yeah, he's just got this little dial in the back of his head for that. I forgot that they put that in there as a feature. That's really cool. We got ball joints here. We've got a swivel all the way around above the elbow. 90-degree bend. Ball jointed wrists. So yes, in theory, yeah, he does have wrist joints. It's just a little bit awkward because the kibble. Waist all the way around. Legs. Again, he's got the style of crotch design that I really like on Transformers legs, with just like this whole plate there being part of the joint. Swivel around. Okay, we got bend at the knee here. That goes up about there, around 90 degrees. There's a little bit of a bend here from the transformation, but it's pretty stiff overall. And then we got these giant ankle tilts all the way up here. He's got really, really tall ankle tilts here. And you can see why if you look at the side of the car. You can kind of get an idea as to what's going on with this guy and how he transforms, which is really neat. So yeah, let's stand up Windcharger here. Let's just put him over here next to these other mini-bots and stuff. Take a quick picture, and let's get into the blast accessory here, because this is not actually for his gun. Does it plug in? Yeah, it doesn't plug in anywhere in his gun. What it's for is for his chest, because Windcharger has magnet powers in the cartoon. So they made this piece here that just goes into the chest like this. And that's part of the reason that they want him to look up, I think. They put this in here. Because now he can look up and he can just you can just bend him over a bit like this, pose him out. Pose him out like this here. And then yeah, now he can be looking up at you as he shoots his magnet chest attack. Which looks pretty cool here. Like yeah, magnet chest attack. That's what Windcharger does, I guess. Again, what I do really like, though, I really like how they did it on the old toy for Windcharger. I really like how they did it on the... I don't have that toy handy, unfortunately. It's probably buried in a bin somewhere. But I really like what they did with the Reveal the Shield one, in terms of the fact that they had on that one, his hands actually flipped around, and he had magnets come out of his hands instead. This one is just doing the G... I guess this is how it worked in the G1 cartoon, where his magnet powers came out of the chest. And, yeah... So that's why they did it that way. But anyway, yeah, so he has that whole bit there for that. Let's transform this guy now. Let's figure out this transformation in Wind Charter. And from what I've heard, let's see. So I think these probably go up like this. We'll see if I'm right or not. But usually, when you get transformations like that, okay, yeah. So these come around here and box the head in, or not. No, these are coming over here because this is the windshield over here. So this whole bit needs to come up. Yeah, this whole windshield needs to come up. And how is this locked in? Okay, that comes there. Okay, there we go. This all comes back like this. And I don't think that the points that this plugs into are out yet. But yeah, we can see here that we have all this stuff that comes around over here. Let's just bring this up a bit and bring these in over here. And then we get into the Transformers Prime Viacon step, where we unfold the entire length of the car from his legs. It's like, that's the whole length of the car right there, pretty much. And then we just... No, we didn't even do the waist. We just fold this entire thing up. So yeah, this entire thing comes up like this, and... Oh my god! What? What? Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting that this entire detail here, all this painted detail here, this is all going to be hidden in alternate mode. Like, we're going to transform this guy. We're going to bring all this stuff down here, I think. Yeah, I think it just goes down like this. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, this just slots into those little grooves just to lock the waist in place. Yeah, the only part that's going to be visible from this whole roof assembly that goes on the back, on his back, the only visible part is going to be the side windows over here. Everything else is going to just fold up and cover it. Again, this is pretty much just doing the Transformers Prime Viacon transformation on Wind Charger. Oh, bring these up here. And, like, just look at that there. We have all this stuff here. We have this. He's almost done already. He's already almost done as a toy. Now we just need to finish bringing these arms around. I don't know if the hands stay in or if they come out, honestly. Like, I assume that these angle up. In fact, let me just angle this again. I think that we probably have to do the arms first before we can do everything else. So let's... Yeah, these are going to have to fold up so that there's clearance. So yeah, these are going to go... Yeah, these are going to come in like this. This whole guy's going to come down over here and lock in. These just swivel over here, and then we just fold the entire rest of the alt mode up. Very simple transformation. And then yeah, all this just comes down over top. These lock into the back here. These all just come together. These peg like this. It's not quite locked in. Okay, that side's locked in now. And this whole roof doesn't seem to be aligned properly. Yeah, because these are a little out of alignment here. Is that paint or is that a crack? I'm just trying to tell if this is raised texture. No, that's just like paint over spray. Okay, that mark on the side. But yeah, we almost have this done. I think I'm missing something on this step here or something like that. So let's see. I am just trying to make sure that this all comes down properly because that whole front is like that. But yeah, so this all comes down. I'm just trying to make sure that these wheels are all, that this whole back of the car body is all straight. Yeah, this all comes down like this. This claps in there. Like, I'm curious if we're supposed to bend these or whatever, just because like this is not quite going flush. So let's see if there's something I'm missing, because yeah, this is definitely not fully transformed. something is off. Like, it's very simple transformation here. But let's see. Oh no, that is supposed to sit up a little bit. Okay, that is not inaccurate. And just double checking everything here. Yeah, I think this is how it goes. Yeah, because this whole front comes in here and locks us down. And then we just have this entire back assembly here. Yeah, this is supposed to sit up. Oh, there we go. That just wasn't lined up quite right over here. In fact, it's not quite lined up over here yet. Yeah, but okay, there we go. There, we bring all that together, and there's wind charger. Okay, it's not quite lined up still, but it is a cool transformation. Yes, it is a very cool transformation. So, storage for accessories and stuff. Let's see. Gun is. Do we have a peg underneath the gun? Because this gun is small enough that it looks like it should be able to store. And it does. Yes, there is storage for the gun. Okay. Gun storage is these bits over here. So the gun can just peg it underneath. Or I guess you could actually. Yeah, actually, you could probably put it in like this. Or can you? I'm just trying to see if I can get in like that, just so you can use it as like a gas, as like an exhaust for car mode. But it doesn't look like it really goes in that way. It looks like you kind of have to put it in the other direction. Really? Oh no, there we go. Well, no, it won't roll now. It's too low to the ground. You need this in like this. But yeah, it's because it's this peg here that's getting in the way. Okay, can I get it in like this? No, it's weird angle there. I think you just have to like just accept it and put it in this way. Yeah, they show you putting it in this way over here. And it does store, but then it's a shame they didn't engineer it so you could have that, say, sticking out like an exhaust or something like that. And then as for this guy, let's see. You can put I guess you can kind of put this in over here on the back like that. So you can angle that in, although it doesn't really hold. And, oh, it does go in the front of the car though. So yeah, so we can give him his magnet powers in the front of the car. We can plug this in right over here. Or we can do it can we do it the other way around? Oh no, it is the upper way that it goes. Looking at the back of the box. Yeah. So we can plug the magnet bit in there, and there. Now he's a car that has magnet powers. And yeah, he can shoot stuff with his magnet gun. Or I guess deflect bullets with his magnet gun, because bullets are magnetic. So yeah, so there's a lot you could do with him. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little wind charger, honestly. A nice little lot mode for this mini bot. I don't think I quite have everything lined up still. Something's not quite lined up because he's not quite rolling right. So there's a little bit of finickiness to him, but the transformation is pretty solid. Like it's a pretty reliable transformation. Yeah. Let's put this back in. Put this gun back in over here. Oh, there we go. So that he actually can roll. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now he's rolling. Yeah, it's a cool little wind charger. Yeah. He could be a robot bullet. That's right. Yes. All right. So, and speaking of bullets. Actually, how does this relate to bullets? I don't know. Well, speaking of bullets, this guy has two guns, so he shoots a lot of bullets. Yeah. So next up, we have a figure that is kind of like a double homage here, and it's one I've been looking forward to opening since I picked it up, and that is, let's decrement this here. Transformers Studio Series, Gamer Edition, Transformers Devastation Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee based off of his appearance in the Transformers Devastation video game, which has not been out in a hot minute. It's a fun game. It's a fun game if you can get your hands on it and track it down, but it hasn't been on sale for quite a while because licensing, yay! But yeah, what's really interesting about this Bumblebee as a figure, and the compelling thing for this guy for me, is that this Bumblebee is also a dual homage because when they did the design for Bumblebee in Transformers Devastation, Bumblebee in that game is very heavily based off of the design for what's his name off the design for the Classics toy from back in 2006. So yes, like a lot of the transformation cues on this toy are straight up like out of the Classics mold. So essentially, what this toy is it is an update of a 20-year-old figure because, yeah, that's how old the toy was. So yeah, for what? Twice the price, or sorry, more than twice the price, you too can own a Bumblebee that is smaller than the original Classics toy. And I don't think I have a Classics Cliffjumper floating around. I had one somewhere. Actually, hold up. Let me see if I can find Classics Cliffjumper. I have one floating around somewhere. Give me a sec. Yep. All right, and I have a Classics Cliffjumper because I did have one floating around somewhere, and I remembered where I had it. Because yeah, we kind of want to compare this. So anyway, here is I'm just bringing in the Studio Series Bumblebee that we got that was from Transformers the movie. First of all, just for the sake of that comparison for size and everything like that. And then we'll bring this out. And yeah, we can see painted windows here. That's right, he's a reboot episode. And yeah, we got some sort of accessory here. I'm not sure what that is. There is one thing I'm going to mention with this toy as an advisory, because I only just found out about this the other day, and I'm glad I hadn't opened this toy yet, because there is a particular thing for transforming this that you do need to watch for. And that apparently is like the face, because the face, I guess if you don't transform this right, the nose is prone to paint rubbing. Ah, okay, that's his guns. So he got his guns there. And again, I believe these are based on his guns in the actual video game there for Transformers Devastation. So let's put his guns in his hands. I guess a couple of Stinger guns. And let's see. Unpeg the legs. Because they're pegged together there. And yeah, here we have Bumblebee as he appears in Transformers Devastation. So yeah, he is a tiny little guy. We got this white face on him. Very white face, not really a silver face. And it is, I think it's a pretty similar head sculpt. No, it's not quite the same head sculpt as the Studio Series 86 one. It's a little bit of a different head sculpt. Just looking here, you can see here that the two heads. It's hard to see actually in this view. Let me turn off the one light. Let me see if this helps. If this helps there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but the actual head crests are a little bit different on these two Bs. Like it's a different shaped head crest. Like the head is a general different shape. Oh, is there? I will take a look there. Because I thought I got everything. You might be right. You're right. There is another piece in the package. Good call. Yes, he does have a third gun. He has this gun over here too. But yeah, you can see here the gun is very much still like the G1 blaster. He's just got two of them, but it's modeled after the same gun. But yeah, let's just put these guys next to each other and just show them. They're both about the same height. This one is a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier too, in terms of the actual sculpt. So yeah, like that's nice. I mean, this guy's got a good amount of complexity to him. So I mean, he's very tightly packed, but yeah. Anyway, though, as I mentioned, the Devastation design owes a lot to Classics Bumblebee. Like the transformation and the general design are based much more off the Classics mold. And with that in mind, I'm going to bring in Classics Cliffjumper. Again, 20-year-old Bumblebee toy. This one actually does have a third-party head on it. I got the render form head for this thing years ago, so it's not completely indicative of what this guy looks like. But here it is compared with like the original Classics mold from way, way back in the day. And you can see what I mean when I say that like there's similar transformation aspects. He has that same general hoodie shape to him. And again, that was like what they used in the game. And then just even the way the legs transform here, where you have like the shins, just like the shins from the front of the car. And even the alt mode itself, if you notice, it's got the same made up BW alt mode. Looking at the legs there, you can see it's the same front of the car there. Same, like it's a very similar alt mode. So yeah, let's just bring these guys next to each other here. Yeah, it's neat to see. I'm just going to put this clip jumper back in the bag. Honestly, this guy would be in the sales bin if it weren't for Gridman. But hey, we don't have Gridman, so we have that guy. Anyway, though, let's look at articulation on this guy. Yeah. This guy's a little bit smaller, yes. So we have a ball jointed head over here. A little bit of a weird ball joint. You can see here that it is it's kind of locked to this, but you can see here that sticks out at a little bit of an angle. I mean, that does mean that he can look up because of the way they sculpted it. So he can look up all the way like this, and look down quite a bit, and look side to side, and just have some awkward posing. Oh yeah, the ball joint bit does actually move on its own too. The one at the back, so you can rearrange it, but he doesn't really have a neck per se. Like he kind of has a floating head, and like a neck that's like way, way, way set at the back. But what else? Let's see. We got ball joints here. We got swivel over there, about 90 degrees here. We have no wrist articulation here, just in and out because of transformation. Let's see. Legs. Swivel here. We got the full waist. Yeah, 90-degree bend here. And ankle tilts. Not dramatic ankle tilts, but he does have them. He's got enough of an ankle tilt. But yeah, so B has all that for articulation. He also has his third gun here. He also has his third gun, which you can just put here. I assume this is another one of the guns in the game because he had a bunch of guns you could get for like upgradable guns. And I know there is also a configuration on this guy. I will have to see if I know how. I think I know how to do this. There's a configuration that they have in the back of the box and stuff, whereby we can take this, and you should be able to like do a whole combined thing with all his guns for storage, I think. Yeah, it's showing this one up above, so you can store that gun in his back. I'm just seeing if I can combine these guns. No, it's just okay. That just stores on his back. That's just what they show there. That yeah, you can just put this third gun there on his back. So let's transform him, and I'm gonna start by acknowledging, as I said, we need to watch this here because apparently, if you don't transform this thing right, the head will scrape paint off the nose. Because it's just rubbing. Apparently, it's rubbing across. Apparently, it rubs against the copyright stamp. Funnily enough. And you know what? That's something that Hasbro, the designers, wouldn't really have accounted for in their actual design, like the added height of the copyright stamp. But yeah, so you can see here, it's similar to Classics B in terms of transformation, but there's a lot more going on than Classics B because of all this stuff compacting, like the way these back wheels compact. Like Classics B, they just kind of sat out, but this one here, they actually do fold out here. We got these wheels here that come out. This is all going to come up, and these shins come forward. Okay, I see. Yeah, so these come there. These shins are going to come forward, and that's going to form the front of the car. So you want to bring these shins forward first, and then you want to bring all this stuff up there. And you can already see this coming together pretty quickly. Bring this together. Like, we got the whole front of the car right there. Anyway, rest of the stuff. So B, we need to fold this up here and make sure that we don't rub the face against anything. I'm just going to double check the instructions and see what they show, because that probably is the best way to do this from a mitigating any rubbing on the head. Okay. Yeah, so his head is just supposed to store in here. Like this entire, yeah, this entire plate. Oh, this came off the joint. Hold on. Where did this plug in? Oh, right there. Yeah, because yeah, this whole head, this is all supposed to come in like this and just come down like that, very tight. And unfortunately, no, you can't bend the head backwards because of just where that whole neck joint is. So we're just gonna keep an eye out at this. Just be careful with it. Okay, these arms are gonna come out like that. That's gonna free this entire thing here. And yeah, apparently it's the copyright info back there that can cause some scratching. So we're just gonna be very careful about this. Uh, Sorry, I'm just being like really nervous in terms of clearances. I can't get that up yet anyway. But let's see. So this is all going to come down. This whole assembly here, this is all going to come back. This is all going to come up. And... Oh, maybe I need to leave these back in first before we fold this out. I'm just trying to figure out this current step here because these arms come down, hands fold in. Oh, this whole backpack popped off again. It's probably going to be an easier transformation if I leave it off, but like part of this is just showing how this is done, so I kind of don't want to take that off. Just for the sake of seeing how this all goes. Yeah, but yeah, this guy is going to fold up over the head. I'm just making sure this head is like nice and flush and everything is... Oh, okay, that folds in even more like that, okay. But then there's going to be... Maybe that's... Oh, no, the head popped off the ball joint, that's why. Okay, so let's... Head back on the joint. All right, and I'm just going to double check that I'm doing all the head stuff properly. I think it's supposed to go in upside down like this. Yeah, it's supposed to be in like this. And it's supposed to be up against this whole bit here, so this whole guy is going to come down. That head is going to store in like this. And this comes around. Okay, there is enough clearance if I do this. There is enough clearance, it looks like, if you transform this properly. And then as for everything else, let's see. This is going to come down. This guy is going to fold up and above. It's just being blocked because I need to get those guys back. Let's see. This stuff all comes up and around. Yes, this all comes back here. These arms are gonna... Where do these peg together? Yeah, because we're gonna rotate these around. I guess they probably go like this. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they go together like this. And okay, these must go down like that then. Yeah, so this all comes around like this over here. And oh no. Oh, these compress, I think. Let's see, I think these legs compress. Oh yeah, they compress. Legs compress. This all compresses over here. Fairly standard Bumblebee stuff. So all this compresses in. This guy goes over there. This all comes over, closes up over here. These can close up there. And now these guys, these arms, where do these peg in? Are these supposed to fold down a bit, or let's see. Yeah, because this all comes down here. This all flushes up. And I'm just looking for where the, I'm seeing some slots here. So I guess this is where I guess these are supposed to come around like this and slot in. Like I'm just trying to see where these connection points all hook in. Because there's a connection point there, and there's these two over there. So, I guess this goes like this maybe? Oh yeah, this is how it goes, I think. Yeah, this comes around here. This comes around here. This all closes up. Closes up. This closes up. And yeah, then this just folds up over here. And I think this is pretty much the transformation for Devastation Bumblebee. As soon as I just get this whole license plate bit to fold up properly. Yeah, these fold in here. This all goes there. And this guy comes down there, and it looks like this is... Oh, we got crap. We got a little bit of the paint chipped off over there in that while transforming it. That sucks. But yeah, here we have Devastation Bumblebee in his alternate mode. So it's a tiny little car, painted windows. Again, it's very classics in terms of the actual car design, which is accurate to how it was in the game. Guns can just plug in on the sides like this. And then, of course, we have that third gun, which just goes on the roof. So yeah, that is the dinky little not VW that that this guy turns into. It's not bad. It's not a bad little alt mode. I mean, it looks like, it's pretty tiny though. Like even next to like Windcharger and Outback, like he is pretty tiny in this mode. Like just looking at him, like it's a tiny little car. It's a pretty tiny little car there. All right. And with that said, that is 3 of the 4 down, which means that we're on to the last one, and this is the one I've been looking forward to the most because it is the most interesting one from a dynamic standpoint. I'm just looking for a figure for comparison because I know I have a figure out here that I want to compare it with directly. I am just in the process there of doing the whole standard, just scanning my shelf, waiting for a toy to jump out at me. And of course, now I'm spotting all my other bronze. There it is. There's the one I was looking for. I'm spotting all my other bronze now. But yeah, so next up we have a character who's gotten a surprising number of toys, which is Walmart release of Autobot Wheelie. This is done in toy colors here. He has been done up in the colors of the original G1 toys. You can see right there, like we got the red face and stuff. I mean, he has a much better robot mode than the original toy, obviously, but it is pretty close though in terms of the general look here. And let me decrement the list. Anyway, though, yeah, we have the whole back of the box artwork here. We have the whole Wheelie text back here, which again is very contracted because international packaging. It's a nice box. And it's a nice looking wheelie here. It's a pretty nice looking wheelie. And you know what? I know we've got a little bit until we run ads, but I think we're gonna just run something now, just that way I don't get interrupted while I'm transforming Wheelie and Mucky. Well, no, actually, let's crack them open. Let's crack them open before the ads. And then we can always, like, I should be able to get them open anyway. So let's get them open. Get them out of this packaging. I guess I don't really need to worry about how nice I do this with. This is all going in the garbage. We got the instructions. Got the box off to the side. And then we'll liberate him. And Wheelie, you can see here, for accessories, he comes with his slingshot. It's trademark slingshot from the movie. And there he is right over there, like just on the ground. You know, he's a corpse. It's still, I still find it fascinating with regards to Wheelie, how like the fandom kind of 180'd on him over time, in that like he used to be like one of the most hated characters in Transformers, and I would not say that he is now. I would say that most people are kind of just like, yeah, Wheelie's all right. Like there isn't that hate for him anymore, but he's just like another character that people go, oh cool, we got a new Wheelie toy. But yeah, this is a all new deluxe mold of Wheelie here, and this one was a surprise because the fact that we've gotten we've got a bunch of new Wheelie toys over the last few years. Like for instance, we got this one here. This one came with a Grimlock. This one was a non-transforming Wheelie that came with Studio Series Grimlock. It is in scale with Grimlock. This Wheelie is absolutely not in scale with Grimlock, but he is in scale with the other mini-bots. And case in point, here's the last Wheelie that we got in Studio Series. And this is what I mean when I say that it's like he's very different colors. Like this is toy colors. This is accurate to how he showed up in the media in terms of his colors. Very different deco. We can all expect to see this toy in this same deco eventually. Probably a year or two out, I imagine. But it's going to happen. Let's be real. We all know what's going to happen. But this was a good toy. This Wheelie here was a good toy. But yeah, you can see though that these two are very yeah, it's interesting just how they compare, like in terms of sculpting and stuff. I mean, this one's even got a tiny thing, but yeah, you can tell that they're definitely not upscales of each other. They are definitely not upscales. They are definitely all different Wheelies. Hold up, let's get this guy in. I can prop him against the car. Oops, all Wheelies. But yeah, just from a size comparison here, you can see that like Wheelie is much more in scale with your other mini-bots. I mean, Bumblebee's just a short one in general. You know, like he's about bronze height here. So it's more of a G1 mini-bot height. And it does make sense that they redid Wheelie because the old core class Wheelie is just frankly too small to actually properly pull this off. It is too small for the sake of scale, and given they have been redoing every single mini-bot, it does, and trying to do them all at a deluxe size, yeah, it makes sense. And we've almost gotten all the mini-bots too, which is insane. Like, I think it's Swerve and Powerglide who are going to be like the last couple. But yeah, we have so many mini-bots. It's crazy. It's crazy how much we've gotten. But yeah, I'm going to run the ad a little bit early just to clear off time so that we can transform them and everything like that. So we will be right back in just a few minutes. And when we return, we're going to transform this Wheelie. We're going to show off the articulation. And yeah, that'll be cool. So we will be right back. All right, and we are back, and it's time to look at the last mini bot of the quartet, and then we'll like transform them all again, compare them all again, that sort of thing. But yes, it's Wheelie Wheelie. It's Wheelie Wheelie. And yeah, it's in a new deluxe size. Like he's not a core class anymore. And looking at his articulation, everything like that. I mean, like the head sculpt's pretty good. It's toy colors, but yeah. And we all know that we're going to be buying this toy again in like a year or so. Let's be real. We're going to be buying this again in new packaging, just different colors. So yeah, so we got ball jointed head, a little bit of up and down. Let's see. Universal joints for the shoulders there. And we have a swivel here. Not quite 90 degrees here at the elbow. It's close. It's cut off a little bit just by the sculpt there. And then, yeah, we have a wrist swivel over there. What else? Waist joint. Waist goes all the way around. And, yeah. Legs. 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 But 90 degrees there. And presumably he has ankle tilts, because everyone has ankle tilts these days. They just seem like they're probably a little bit tight. Oh yeah, there's ankle tilts. They're just a little tight. Yeah, he's got like some little ankle tilts. You know, the ankle tilts enough. The ankle tilts enough for the purposes of this. And then he's got this toe articulation for up and down. Before we start on this guy, I'm just going to transform this wheelie too, because we may as well compare the all modes, because why not? Why not compare the two all modes? Just because they're going to be different. I mean, this is just a tiny little core class, so it's going to have a much simpler transformation anyway. But there's going to be a lot of similarities in terms of the, how these guys actually, how this guy actually changes. Like all this stuff goes up here. Let's see, the arms. Right, these are going to be the back, for the back here. These come back here. This whole guy comes forward. Like, yeah. Yeah, the OG Wheelie toy is that we got in Studio Series. I guess not original, but yeah, the Studio Series one is pretty straightforward. You can see it's got some shortcomings there because it's, just because of the fact that it's core class. The big one being, the hands are just out there. They're not really hidden away or anything like that. But yeah, it turns into this tiny little thing that's way out of scale with all these. So let's see how this deluxe fares. Let's see how this deluxe fares. It's probably going to transform very similarly. Like I can already see here looking at it that, based on how it transforms, like we're going to probably have some hidden away hands. So this all comes up here. What would have been fun, honestly, is if the canopy opened and if there was a mistransformation, so you could do the actual toy robot mode. But nope, no such luck. But yeah, all this stuff comes up here. So we've already got a little bit more involved here in this part of the transformation. And interesting. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff back here. Wow. A lot of stuff going on back over here. We got all this stuff here. Wheelie's head, I think it's just sitting over here now. And oh, this guy's gonna fold back. This whole canopy here. Something's on a hinge. Oh no, this is on the hinge here. Yeah, something's on a hinge. But yeah, these come out here. These are locking mechanisms for this whole thing. So that's going to allow something to fold. Something that's attached to whatever hinge this is. But which part is on the hinge? Is it? No, it's not this. This is all attached to the hinge. It's got to be. Oh, it's this back bit over here. Okay. I see. So there's this whole inner bit here that just folds away. That is on this hinge. We should be able to get it out now. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so that's how they did the canopy on this wheelie. Yeah, the canopy is like multiple parts here. So this whole chunk of the canopy just comes out like this. And then that comes over the head. So the head folds a little bit differently. It's not quite color matched here either. It's close, but maybe it's deliberate because like this is all like painted. All this stuff is painted, but it's not quite the same paint. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. Arms come around here. Let's see these guys. Those guys are probably going to fold back down in a sec. Ah, this all comes up. You can see that we have a whole divot here for the crotch to fit into. And then, yeah, these guys, I think those are going to come down once we get the legs in a position. You can see here, yeah, very different transformation from the front of the car. Very different transformation. Let's see. Toes fold down. These guys are going to swing around, and yeah, legs are going to come out like this. You can see that these are going to plug together like this over here. And these guys, how's this go? Interesting. I see the toes move, but oh, and something popped off here. This came off of what? Oh, this was hinged over here. Okay, there we go. Anyway, though, okay, so yeah. Oh, okay, so these don't fold around. Okay, so the toes just so the toes just straighten out like this. Okay, and these guys just come around like this over here. Okay, this guy comes over, so I just need to fold this up here. This guy comes up over there. We bring the legs together. And then, yeah, this whole assembly is going to come up and inside. Oh, no, these guys are going to fold up, I think. Oh, yeah, these fold up here. That's going to give it the clearance it needs to work. Yes, these legs can come up now. Yeah, I think this goes like this. So this all comes up like this. Yeah, okay, and these panels stay up, and then and then the hands are going to plug into the back of those, and that's going to do the whole back of the vehicle mode. Okay. So cool, that's going to go there. This is going to, these are going to plug in over here. Yeah, these legs. It's a little bit stiff, some of this plastic. Yeah, this all comes in over here. Straighten all this stuff out. Get this all together. Oh, this isn't quite plugged in here. We can see here there's a socket over there. That slots in there. This all covers up. And yeah, that's I'm just making sure everything is pegged together because again, this fits kind of weird together. It's just the plastic. But yeah. That is Wheelie in his alt mode. And yeah, wow, that is a big difference. Big difference between these two wheelies. Definitely feels like a little bit of an upgrade. Looking at the two alt modes here. Definitely a little bit of an upgrade between these two wheelies. We can see just looking at the side here. I mean, like, you got the hands are much better hidden on this one. I mean, like they're actually like, you can see them from behind here a little bit, but I mean, they're still pretty well hidden for the most part. Like, it's still very much the same alt mode. You can see a lot of the same design cues and everything like that. Some slightly different shapes. Like, this whole bit here is a different shape here. In terms of like this canopy. Like the canopies are very differently shaped, but this one, yeah, it's a solid wheelie, honestly. We got these little bits here that are like just, again, I think a lot of this is like G1 alt mode detail in terms of how this is. This wheelie is much more, it's a much more limited budget. This one here, it's not able to do as much. But like, yeah, it's a nice wheelie. It is a pretty nice wheelie here. So yeah, just putting them next to the other cars that we've all transformed today. Oh, and we got the slingshot too. Slingshot can just store it over here. So we can just have a slingshot, he can use the slingshot in Almond, I guess. So, of the mini-bots that we all did today, let's see, we got these 4 mini-bots over here. They're all nice cars. They're all nice vehicles. I was tempted to grab all my other mini-bots and do a whole comparison, except you know what? We've still got Swerve and Powerglide to go. So, yeah, we'll do all that one. We'll probably do that whole massive comparison once we get the next couple of mini-bots. when the next Age of the Primes wave hits. But yeah, for now, let's put all these guys back in the robot mode and do a comparison. So let's just walk backwards. Let's walk backwards and let's just showcase how these all go. So wheelie, we get the legs out. Legs out again. It's straightforward. These come round. A lot of cues that we've seen before on different wheelie toys, but this is fairly well executed, honestly. Like, yeah, like, you know, leg kibble all fills in pretty well back here. The arms just come out. Like, I really like how a lot of stuff is really well sized on this guy. Like, for instance, just, you know, we have this whole bit over here that comes down and just, we have this whole opening here that is specifically cut for the crotch to fit into. And then once you angle all this down, you just bring these side panels in, that locks that entire assembly. Like, yeah, it's very well thought out, a lot of this stuff. Yeah, like this whole guy here, this is probably the weirdest bit in the transformation in terms of how it works. This whole canopy bit. In that this needs to sink down enough to go into the back over here. Nope, this popped off. But yeah, this guy popped off here. But yeah, this guy. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Yeah, this whole guy is going to fold up at multiple points. And fold in. And yeah, then these arms, shoulders come back up. Yeah, we got all this over here, and then we just got this back canopy bit, and this is the tricky bit here, just getting this guy in. Because it's just a case of... Yeah, because it's not supposed to sit up like this. This does actually retract into the whole body. You kind of just have to angle it down and in like that. And then it goes in and it goes away. And then we switch these around. Bend his wrists, or rather swivel them. And there we have the new wheelie in his As I said, the main thing that's just kind of weird is just some of the fit just seems on the plastic seems really weird. Like stuff seems a little bit tight, that sort of thing. Like a second run of the mold, I think might feel a little bit better. Just because they might do maybe they'll do some tweaking here and there, but like visually, he looks really good though. It's a really nice looking wheelie. Very nice looking wheelie. And also looking nice is Devastation Bumblebee. Who has like the painted windows. As you can see, like a little bit of paint chipped off the back window here, which kind of sucks. Like that happened while I was transforming it, but it's very much got the classics alt mode here in terms of how it transforms. Weakest bit here is probably the back of the car, but I do kind of like how they're fake the license plate area just with how they fold the hands in there. That is kind of neat. But yeah, so we bring these up like that. Hands just come out like this here. This whole backpack comes up. Hands out, separate out. Legs. This whole guy comes down. Again, you need to make sure you transform this just right, because apparently like the nose will lose paint if you don't transform it properly. Let's see. These all come up here. Bring these front panels up. Bring the feet down. Keep bringing the front panels up there. Very straightforward Bumblebee. His neck is a little bit weird in terms of how it transforms. Get all this up here. But first, get the wheels in there. Yeah, it's a fun little update to the original Classics design. I like this transformation on this guy. Yeah, let's see. We need to get this all out, down. This comes down like that. These lock in there. Now we can bring the face up. These come up over here. Like, everything locks in pretty well in this guy. That backpack likes to pop off, though. Yeah, so his head does kind of his neck is kind of connected in a weird way, but that's just his toy, I guess. Yeah, let's get this backpack clip back in. This clip is a little bit loose. Yeah, these just come back in there. These all peg together there, hold it all together, and then we just fold the hands out. Oh, and then we fold the wheels in. Right, almost forgot that. So the wheels just fold in there. And there we have Devastation Bumblebee, who is a nice little Bumblebee, really. Like, I don't know if I like this better or worse than the 86 one. They're both very different toys. Like, this one's a nice little up, but it's a good design on this one here. I do really like the design that they do for the Devastation Bee. And yeah, just put this back here. And we can just stand him up now. Yeah, it's a cool little bee. Cool little bee. Wind Charger. Wind Charger is cool. Wind Charger's got Transformers Prime Viacon transformation going on, as you will see very, very shortly, because his transformation is just we unpeg the front of the car here, unpeg this whole bit here, and we'll pull his gun out. And then all this stuff comes back like this. We have this entire faux backpack, which is like really, really good attention to detail. They full on gave him the color changing backpack that he has in the show, where like the back of the car for whatever reason is colored blue on the animation model. It's a nice little touch. Yeah, this guy comes up here, and let's see. Oh, pop this off the ball joint. I'm just trying to unpeg this. Yeah, okay, backpack comes up there. Arms come down. And then the backpack shifts up and relocks everything when it shifts up here. And we just have this backpack that is just like, again, it is like a faux backpack. The only parts we see are the windows. Hands come up there. Wheels, you can rotate the wheels around. Like this. Get the wheels at the back. And then, of course, we have this whole Transformers Prime Viacon style setup here, where all this stuff for the legs just telescopes inwards. It all folds up. It all just folds up and in. Oh, I almost forgot. These wheels come in as well too. These fill the inside of the feet. So like you don't have any visible sides of the feet here, but this is a deluxe size, and you know what? It is like a very clean transformation. You have some weird placed ankle tilts because of the transformation. Like they're very high. But he's hardly the first toy that had to do high ankle tilts in order to actually work. But I mean, yeah, it's very much a G1 wind charger. Like, you know, he doesn't really have like proper toes, but again, that's just like that's what happens when you get accuracy to like the source material. You get weird things like he doesn't have toes. Yeah. What else? We got this guy over here. Give him his gun. And then we got that really cool head look where he can look up like this. And we got his magnetic power thing, which can just go in his chest over here. Just peg it in the chest, so the looking up is that he can look over this whole like magnetic power thing, and it looks really cool. And I was flipping through the instructions and noticed this too. You can actually like plug this into the back as well. So you can just put it in there, and then you have storage, and now he is shooting magnets at his butt. Now he is shooting magnetism at his butt, and you can actually store it with the toy, which is a nice little touch. Because yeah, this isn't effect part plastic, it is like actual solid plastic. Yeah, I'm just trying to get him in a standing thing where he has his ankles at a bit. Yeah, it's a nice wind charger. It's a very solid wind charger, really. No real complaints or notes or anything like that. Like, it just does everything really well. And then, of course, we got Outback over here, who is just like a full-on brawn retool. Like, not a lot that's different on him. Like, he's got a new, like, head, chest, and crotch, but otherwise, it's pretty much the same as Brawn. And that's not a bad thing, because Brawn was a really good toy. Like, we can get all this stuff up like this. This all folds up there. Backpack out. Like, the mini bots have all been very dependable figures, and these guys continue that trend of, like, the new molds continue that trend of being very dependable figures that do what they're doing of turning into these boxy, simplistic guys, some of whom have very minimized kibble because of animation model cheating, and they do a pretty good job of it, honestly. So let's see, let's bring all this stuff around. Get all this stuff over here. And of course we need to fold this out here and bring this whole thing in there. Go in for that animation model stuff there. So yeah, so bring this out. Fold the hands out. Bring the waist around. Okay, maybe it wasn't a different waist. I think it's just I had the bronze waist rotated, that's all. But yeah, so bring this around here. Yeah, new head and chest, but otherwise it's the same. Backpack just does what backpacks do and just sits back there. And then, yeah, then we just give him his gun, which is a new gun. It is a new gun that he has for Outback. And then we have the really weird kibble there in terms of like how that whole head rotation works. But yeah, there we have Outback as well. So yeah, we got B, Wheelie, Windcharger, and Outback. Honestly, they're all good toys. They're solid deluxes. No real notes or pointers or complaints in any of them. I mean, they all do what they're supposed to do. They work fairly well. They work pretty well here. And opening those 4 takes me down to 25 things in my backlog of toys I need to unbox, which is still a lot. It's still quite the backlog, but these are nice toys. These are pretty solid toys overall. Oh, hold up, I changed my view by accident. Just a sec, let me fix this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty nice figures. Really can't complain about them. They're good toys. And with that, we've been going for about 3.5 hours. That's probably a good place to start winding down and ending. And we're gonna look and see who's going, because a lot of people are going at this time of day. So we actually get to have fun. We get to pick somebody. So let's see who is raiding. Who is going that we can raid into? Let's see. What are people doing? Just looking on my list. Not a huge amount of people I'm following, but you know what? We're gonna raid into Pizza Maid, because again, normally I'm not streaming it early enough to raid pizza. So let's raid Pizza Maid. And they are doing Phantasy Star 2 tonight, it looks like. So yeah, thank you everyone who came by. That's probably it for me this week in terms of streams, unless I do another impromptu art thing or something like that somewhere. Like, I got the model kit stuff I wanted to get done off my chest. I opened some toys. I guess I've got gotcha stuff I could always do, but yeah, if I don't stream again this week, plan next week. I'm definitely gonna have a more set out schedule for next week. We've got a new Genshin patch dropping, so Tuesday is absolutely gonna be a big Genshin day. Probably Wednesday as well. And then we'll see from there what else we do. It's April, so I'm starting to get into the mindset of I have convention prep to do for various things. So I'm starting to keep that very much in mind. Yeah. But anyway, though, thank you all for coming by. I am just waiting for the ads to finish before I hit the raid button on Pizza's side. But yeah. Thank you all for everyone who came by, and I hope you all have yourselves a fantastic rest of the evening, and have a great Easter weekend. Have a great Easter weekend. If you're doing anything with family, enjoy, have a good time with your family stuff. And yeah, until next time.